Hey guys, David Risley here with davidrisley.com. So I thought I would just try something new. This is actually a live webcam recording on youtube.com. I know the site can do this for a while, I just haven't really used it, and I figured why the hell not. But anyway, I thought I would just do a quick little video in response to a thread that I found yesterday on somebody else's blog. And the idea on his post was that he was going to not link to people like John Chow or Darren Rouse over at ProBlogger anymore. And the main reason is because he said those people don't interact in their comments anymore. So it was kind of a gripe against professional bloggers and how they don't interact with their community anymore. My reaction to that was that it's not really practical time-wise once your blog grows to that point in order to reply to every comment. Now this guy, he was doing a heroic effort to go in there and basically reply to every comment that was posted on his blog, and I really commend him for that because it takes a lot of time to do that, and you really need to enjoy what you're doing in order to do that, and that's great. That level of interaction with the community is not necessarily good for business, though. And when we're talking about professional blogging, we're talking about running an actual business where you use the blog to market that business, right? And you need to interact with your community, but you don't need to be accessible to the point where you respond to every single thing which is said on your blog. And just to prove my point, this guy who was doing this said that he made 95 bucks in the month of November with his blog. And that's great because a lot of bloggers wish they could make 95 bucks. So that's awesome. However, he had advertising all over the blog. So he obviously wanted to make money because he would not have put that much advertising on the blog if he didn't really want to make some money. At the same time, he was taking up a lot of his time just by interacting with the commenters, which is great for building up a sense of community, but it's not good for business. And I wanted to make that point to him, is that in the long run, it's not really leading to business development. So for those of us of the professional blogging class, if you want to call it that, it's not that we don't care about our community. I mean, if you're smart, you will always be interacting with your community. It's just that you got to have a balancing act in there. And it comes down to, it's kind of like with Twitter. I've got Twitter over here on one screen. If I spent all day tweeting, I wouldn't get any actual work done. And it's the same thing with comments. It's nothing because we don't want to interact with our community or that we don't like them, because obviously that would be an idiotic thing. But it's just a matter of having balance to your time and how much interaction you do versus writing for the blog and producing products to sell for the blog and things like that. The only other point I wanted to make was that it kind of got into this thing how we're not going to link to these professional bloggers anymore because they don't need our link love. And again, it's kind of like you're getting into this whole politics of linking to each other. And that's not what blogging is all about. You should link to somebody if their post is of high quality and your audience will find value from that post. Then you link to the post. You shouldn't be thinking in terms of, I'm going to link to people who need my link because my link is so valuable. I'm going to send them some Google PageRank love or something like that. It's to me, I view it as petty thinking. So that would just be my quick response. It's a little bit of a rant, but I guess it's a reality that there's a little bit of a class structure in blogging. I kind of wish it wasn't that way. But those of us that do this professionally are basically not a whole lot different than those who don't. It's just that we spend a lot of time at it, and we do approach it more from a business standpoint. And it's that approach which has led us to the point where we are, not, I don't know, I'll just leave it at that. So anyway, that's just a quick little video response I thought I'd record, and also it gives me an excuse to test out the YouTube recording. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Gotta figure out how to stop this video.